it's Biddy Penny, and it's week 8 of the Margaret Miller Challenge. And the prompts this week are something that has a plug, a house, a photo of your family or a family member, a piece of a letter or postcard, stitching, real, drawn, or stamped, and the bonus is cursive. All right, so I grabbed these postcard printables from Tsunami Rose. I have this picture that I always have on my desk of my family that I just made a copy of in my printer. And then I'm bringing in my Sumi ink, which is a Japanese calligraphy ink. And I just love drawing with this ink. It just brings me so much joy. So the first thing I'm doing is creating my background, and it's going to be a bunch of plugs, wall outlet plugs, but very elementary, my dear. So I'm just going to sketch these out. I had fun making this prompt because the postcard that I chose from Tsunami Rose says inspiration on it. And then my family is my inspiration. That's why I chose that postcard. And it has cursive, but I'm also going to write in cursive. I'm creating a little journaling spot for myself this week in my collage, which, is always an option, you guys. So, collage can be anything you want it to be. And I just encourage you to play and have fun. I'm so glad some of you are joining me on this collage journey, and I hope you're enjoying it because I know that I sure am. I've been sitting down and I just want to keep going. So I've actually already done a couple of weeks in advance because once I started going with one collage, I was like, what's the next week? Oh, I have ideas for that. Let me do that one. So I'm really enjoying this playtime, and I feel free as a bird. And it's just so fun. Like, you can't get it wrong. Obviously, some weeks will be a little better than others. Some weeks, I think things will come together and tell the story better than other weeks. But regardless, just the practice of sitting down and doing this will make all of us better artists, in my opinion. So, now I'm going to cut out this postcard. This was from Tsunami Rose's Sunflower Junk Journal kit. And I have just been keeping her files together in file folders. And it's so nice to just be able to pop in there and pull out pages as needed. This is the silly photo of my family. My daughter saw this sparkle heart and she was like, Mom, that's like the worst picture of us. I was like, no, it's kind of the best because everyone's being silly and having fun, and I love it. Whenever I see this photo, it just makes me smile. So I'm going to build a house with these few items. So right now I'm bringing in my knife just so that I can create a space to slide that photo into this postcard. It's really not necessary, but I wanted to do it. I could have easily just put it behind it, but I wanted it to be a part of it. Like, the postcard is the foundation. So now that I'm done with that, I will go in and try to find a background. I had this one laying on my desk, so I gave it a try out. It didn't make the team. It didn't make the cut. I did decide where I wanted my photo and my postcard, so I went ahead and secured those. But yeah, I don't know. This wasn't really doing it for me, so I had another piece of paper. I just went to my scraps, and this one is lovely. My hubby, we call him Dr. Shrub here. He has planted the secret garden for us. He's been building us the secret garden. We've got roses everywhere, all kinds of plants and trees just everywhere. And he's such a sweetie because I used to sit out on the front porch and just watch the flowers grow. And he was like, well, then we need flowers everywhere. So he has spent like the last 3 years planting flowers everywhere. So I really wanted our background to kind of, on this page, to showcase that. So now we've got beautiful flowers surrounding us. Well, I'm not in the photo, I'm taking the photo. And then it's time for a roof. Every house needs a roof, right? So I'm just keeping this all very elementary, very simple. I have this series, and I haven't updated it and done a video in a long time, but here on my channel, for people who are new, I have a series called No Dies, No Problem. And we've done houses before. Like, you really don't need dies to do a house. Now, of course, I guess it would depend on the kind of house that you want to build, but houses are pretty easy. So when I saw that as one of the prompts, I was like, yep, got that. I can do that. So I'm going to put my roof on. And then one of the other prompts was stitches. So what I'll do is once I glue this on, then I'm going to let it dry, because I don't want my sewing machine too mad at me. And so I just set it to the side, and I brought in some acrylic paints. They're super fancy. They're about 59 cents each at Walmart. And I love them for gel printing and things like this. So I just put a dot of each, and I'm going to bring in a paddle. You don't have to have a paddle to do this. You can use like an old gift card or key card to do this exact same method, but I'm just smearing the paint across my page. And I love the brightness of this. My family is the light. They are wonderful. So, and they're bright and fun, and I really like it. So then once I dried, I put the stitches all around my little house here, and I will go in and trim those bobbin threads. I usually don't. I actually like to leave those typically, but here I felt they were a little distracting. So I did go ahead and trim those all off. And when I glue this down, I'm just going to glue the roof. And when I do stitch on things, I do like to put glue on the stitches and reinforce them. But you can tell there's one side where my hand is, my thumb, that I'm not going to glue down. I'm going to create a pocket there because that's where I'm going to insert my little journaling spot. So we've got something that has a plug. It's actually in that wall. I'll point it out later. Behind my family on the wall. Then we've got a house, a photo of my family, and we've got a postcard, but I'm adding this additional postcard, and this is one of my favorite stamps, you guys. And so I've almost used them all up, so now I'm excited to have one in my collage because I'll always get to keep it. It's a Marvin Gaye. And then I have another 1-cent stamp. And I'm just going to journal on the back of here. I think it says something like, these 3 have the key to my heart, but they don't need it because the door is wide open. And it's in cursive. So I've got the cursive now, which was the bonus. We have the stitching. We have a piece of a letter or postcard. Got it all. We hit all those prompts. And so when it's done each week, I like to just glue this here on the back. And let me show you how it came together. So this is it. It's bright, it's cheerful, it's got all those plugs in the back, plus it has that something plugged in right there on the wall. I hope you guys enjoyed this spread. I can't wait to show you the next couple of weeks because, yep, I've already got them made. But you'll have to wait. I try to post these videos each Wednesday, so we've got a few coming up. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.